What's up guys? Welcome back to Evil Eye Comics. Today I have kind of a video mashup for you guys. I only bought 2 comics this week, so I figured it's kind of a waste to just do like a haul video for 2 comics. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I bought, the 2 comics that I bought this week. I'm going to review them, and then after that I also got tagged in the Q&A tag. So I'm going to do that after I review these comics. So let's get into it. First up this week, I got Pisces #1. This is a new one from Image, written by Curtis Wiebe and drawn by Johnny Christmas. Okay, Johnny Christmas. This was really good. I just read this like 2 seconds ago, and it was really cool. It's kind of about this guy. He's an Air Force pilot in Vietnam. His life is kind of in shambles after he gets back, and eventually he goes into some super secret like Air Force like space mission sort of thing. I read that in the solicitation for it. They didn't necessarily get to all that in this issue, but you get most of a sense of how screwed up his life is after he returns from Vietnam and some of the messed up things that happened when he was in Vietnam. And then you get to see in the last frame just sort of him in space, and you don't really know how he got there or why he's there, but you know that it happens. So yeah, anyways, I really enjoyed this. It's really messed up. It's pretty violent, so it might not be for everybody, but I thought this was really cool. And the other thing that I got this week was Bitch Planet #4. This was also really good, I thought. There wasn't a whole lot to say about it other than they're forming the Megaton team that we already knew about from the previous issues, and we found out some interesting information as to what the prison is apparently planning on doing to the members of this team as well, which was pretty interesting. So yeah, this was a solid issue, I thought, and I guess if you were waiting for the last 2 months, probably worth the wait. I wasn't waiting that long because I just read the first 3 issues a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, this was really good. Okay, so now that we got past the that portion of the video, let's move on to the Q&A tag. I was tagged by AlliReadsBooks. If you haven't seen her channel, she has a great channel with a lot more subscribers than me, so this shout out probably doesn't mean much, but who knows, maybe some of you guys have never heard of her. So go check out her channel. Yeah, so she tagged me in this tag, and she asked 3 questions that I'm going to answer, and I'm going to read them off my phone, so if I'm not looking at the camera, don't judge me, I'm just reading. Okay, because I can't remember them off the top of my head. I'm not a genius like some people. Okay, so her questions were, the first question was, if you could put like 2 superheroes together to form like a power couple, who would you pick? I had to think about that one for a long time because that was a really good question. I think I would pick Thor and I think her name's like Penny Roll from Bitch Planet, the big obese woman from Bitch Planet, because they're 2 like really strong personalities that would just like totally clash with each other, and I think it would be like a really exciting, intense relationship if they were together, and probably pretty fun to watch, like a train wreck. I think that would be pretty fun. So yeah, so that's my answer to that question. The second question was, if I could have a superpower, what would it be? I think if I could have a superpower, it would probably be something similar to what Animal Man does, where you can just like pick, like sense an animal and take their powers from them, because you can do like so much different stuff with that. Like you can fly, you can go underwater, breathe underwater with that. I think that'd be really fun. So yeah, I would definitely go with Animal Man. Animal Man type powers for the answer to that question. Then the third one was, what's something about me, or what other hobbies do I have other than comics? And this is going to be totally new information because I've never talked about my life really on this channel. So this is going to be new for everyone. But some things that I'm into other than comics are, 1, soccer. I'm a huge soccer fan. Huge fan of DC United. I'm originally from Northern Virginia in the DC area, so I don't live there anymore, but I'm still a huge fan of DC United. And I watch way too much soccer. That's kind of like my Saturday and Sunday morning thing, is I watch soccer because it's like all the European leagues are on Saturday and Sunday mornings. So that's what I do. Yeah, so that's something that's kind of a really big part of my life. I love playing soccer when I can, and watching it, obviously. Also, another thing that I'm into is powerlifting, which, if you know what that is, that's great. Most people don't really know what powerlifting entails, and I'm not going to bore everybody with the details, but powerlifting is another kind of just like huge part of my life that I really enjoy. So now is my turn to tag 3 other people for this video, for the tag. So I'm going to tag Sleepy Reader 666, KevinsComics, and BeardedNun. I think her name's Sarah. I'm tagging you guys to answer my 3 questions now, which I will tell you. So the first question is, what's your favorite way to collect comics? And by that I mean, like, do you like collecting single issues, trades, hardcovers? Because there's a lot of different reasons. I know for me personally, I don't really enjoy collecting single issues because I feel like there's no good way to display them, and you have to put them in long boxes, which are ugly as shit and everything. I personally enjoy collecting hardcovers and things like that because I feel like you can put them on a shelf and they look nice, and it's still even probably cheaper than buying the single issues individually for most of them. Second question is, if you had to pick... Okay, so this question takes some explaining. I'm going to call this the Batman versus Superman question. If you had to pick between having unlimited resources but no superpowers, like Batman, or having superpowers that don't allow you to get unlimited resources, you know, maybe like Superman. It can be any superhero, but just any superpowers, but just, you know, superpowers versus unlimited resources, Batman versus Superman. Which one would you pick? So I think I would go down the unlimited resources road, simply because, one, I'm not a superhero guy really, so I'm not super interested in having superpowers. Secondly, I think that you would eventually be able to get a lot of the stuff that superpowers are going to get you down the road anyways. If you have unlimited resources, money can buy a lot of things, guys. So I think that would be the road that I would choose. And the third question that I had was, and I'm always kind of interested with this with people, what is the first comic that you read that really made you get into comic books? If you can remember that, hopefully it wasn't super long ago or something. Like for me personally, it was the first volume of Criminal. And I don't necessarily mean the first comic book that you ever read, but what was the first one that you're like, fuck, like this is good, you know, and then made you want to go buy more? For me, that was the first volume of Criminal. I had read other comic books before then. I had read like Incognito, which is by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I think I'd read Arkham Asylum, and I liked them, but they didn't make me go back to the comic book shop and like that day and like want to go buy more. I read the first volume of Criminal, and it just like all of a sudden clicked in my head. I was like, this is awesome, like I need to go buy more. And that's what I did, and that was what kickstarted this whole comic book thing for me. So yeah, what was like the first one that you read that you were just like amazed by and wanted to go buy more? So yeah, those are my 3 questions, guys. Make sure to like the video if you like the video. Leave me a comment down below what you thought about the books that I bought. If you guys picked up the same stuff, let me know. And if you want to participate in the Q&A tag, go for it in the the comments section. And also subscribe if you want to see future videos, guys. And also give me a follow on Twitter @EvilLikeComics. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.